Good afternoon. It's Friday, September 7th. Just got off work, and instead of heading home from work, I had a little bit of shopping to do. I've been doing stuff with computer, of course, lately, and I need to clear off some space. But I'm actually out of the Blu-Ray media to burn files off onto, and I could go back to DVDs, but they don't hold nearly as much stuff. So I figure it's a lot more convenient if I just go buy more Blu-ray discs. And I can get those a lot of places, but not very many options. So I'm up here at Micro Center because they got a variety of options for how to pick that up, and I'll get some more Blu-ray media, which I need. And while I'm here, I'm just looking around, and there's no chance I'm gonna afford to build a new computer anytime soon. But look at some things, and I'm like, man, I would like to. I would really like to build a new one soon. It's been too long. Computers I'm using are too old, but they technically work and meet my basic needs. So keep using what I got. And after taking the long way around the store, I found myself in the writable media aisle. Find myself some Blu-rays and get going. I think those are the ones I got last time. There were some duds in there, but for the most part it worked. So I'll probably just do the same thing. There we go, easy enough. Got Blu-ray media, so now I'll be able to remove more files from the computer. Now while I'm out in this area that I'm not usually out in, I think I'm gonna try and go get something to eat that I don't usually go get to eat. Because why not? Gonna head over to the Brentwood Mall. Last time I was over here, I got Five Guys for the first time, but there were a couple other places in their food court that looked good to me, so let's go try one of those. The Galleria Mall, gonna get something to eat. I gotta head down to the food court in the basement. And I think I got it down to like one of two different choices that looked good to me last time, but I'm gonna look around the food court before I'm really making my decision. But I'm thinking it's between this India's Kitchen and whatever the place over there is. And I went with India's Kitchen because I haven't had Indian food in years. So I got like chicken curry and chili chicken. It comes with the rice. And I forget exactly what that is, but it was like one of the vegetarian options. I was like, let's get one of the vegetarian options. It doesn't hurt. But yeah, so I got food from India's Kitchen. Let's try the spicy one. This chili chicken was spicy. Let's see. A little bit. It is a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat. Oh, and almost forgot. They gave me some naan bread. Can't forget that, eh? That was alright. That was good, you know, for mall food court Indian food. The vegetarian dish was kind of eh, but that was kind of when I was just gambling on anyways. The chicken ones were pretty good. The rice was so-so. Naan bread was great. That was delicious. But the chili chicken was decently spicy, but didn't really have sauce. The chicken curry was the best because it had all that sauce that I could then soak up with the naan bread. It was really good. Kind of left me just wishing I could have better Indian food though. Like I said, it's been years since I've gotten Indian food because none of my friends like that. So it's like I go by myself if that's what I want to get. So yeah, no, it was nice. At least just to have it, as I said, not something I get often. And oh, it really started raining while I was in there. This will be great fun to drive in. I said sarcastically. You know, I do recall something about that hurricane having, like, rain that's overflowing and gonna hit our area this weekend. But I'm just now recalling that, so I gotta get home. And I've made it home, safe and sound. It's good. And I think that food was like 11, 12 bucks, something like that. Which is more than I would normally spend on a meal just eating by myself. But like I said, I don't get to get Indian food much with my buddies because they don't like it. And it's not like something that I super enjoy. But I've been kind of wanting to have it again for the last 5 or 6 months. When I was over by Micro Center and I'd remembered that was in the cafeteria. There's also I think it's like a Chinese food place in there that looks good, but I walked up between the two of them, and one, the guy at the Indian place, was a little more like inviting, like, come on, yeah, see what we, a bit of a salesman, friendly kind of guy. So that helped, and then I looked towards the other one. I was like, I can get Chinese food other places. Let's get this. So it was all right. It's good to have something different though. Home now. Probably gonna try and do a little editing. I don't know. I'm gonna try and get something going overnight, or just, I don't know. Maybe I'll actually try and burn off some files onto a Blu-ray tonight. As I do now have that option available. Outside of editing, I've spent this evening, watching YouTube and relaxing and such. I've been trying to think I'm playing through Skyrim right now, and I'm about to need an alternate game to go with it. I like running 2 different games to go back and forth with at a time. And originally I was thinking I wanted a game with a very different flavor, like since that's fantasy, probably something more science fiction or modern. But more thought, I was like, I don't necessarily have to go that way, but I do want some sort of difference. I mean, it'd be all too easy to play one of the HD Zelda games that I have for Wii U. And because that's all too easy, of course I'm not going to do that. I was thinking, I have the Super NES Classic, and it has A Link to the Past on it. Now the difference is, that's a 2D Zelda game. That is very different than Skyrim, than 3D fantasy kind of game. So that will have a very drastic difference. So I'm kind of thinking of that. I have played and beaten that game years and years and years ago. Probably one time. I do not remember how to do it. So, I don't really know what to do, but I don't have to make an immediate decision. Just continuing to think on what I'd like to play as the Portal Stories Mel Let's Play Ain't Gonna Last Forever. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get a Blu-ray sort of set to export or whatever, burn overnight. But otherwise, I'm pretty much gonna go to bed here shortly. Thank you for joining me. Join me as my journey continues.